Hi, White Plains friends. It's Pastor Kelly Lyn. We are looking forward to this Sunday, February the 15th, as we celebrate Transfiguration Sunday, which brings an end to the season after Epiphany as we head into the season of Lent, beginning with Ash Wednesday on February the 18th, and walking with Jesus through that season of Lent to the cross, and on the other side of that, Easter Sunday. Transfiguration is an experience Moses has in Exodus, and it's an experience Jesus has in the Gospels when he takes a few of his closest friends up on a mountain, and while he's there, he experiences the presence of God in a way that changes how he looks. It happened to Moses back in Exodus. Moses' face changed. It was so bright and white, they said he had to wear a veil over it. Jesus's face changes too, and the way that gets described is that his clothes were dazzling white and his face was shiny like the sun. Those are probably just metaphors for he looked really different, and he looked like he had been in the presence of God somehow. And the disciples have they all have a different experience and a different way of responding to what they've seen. And Peter wants to build tents, and James and John are much slower to talk about what they've experienced and have more questions than not, which I think illumines that whenever we have a mountaintop experience in our lives, whether that's an overwhelming experience of the presence of God or being filled with the Holy Spirit in a moment, like maybe we hadn't seen the ocean in months and we are standing there at the vastness of the ocean and are just overwhelmed by the beauty and the glory of God. Sometimes we don't know how to describe that. And that's okay. I think one of the things we learn in this passage is that all of our responses to glory or being awed by something or gobsmacked by something, all of those responses are valid. If we have to not say anything and sit still in silence to just process what we've experienced, or if we speak too soon, like Peter, and like to be a busybody and set up tents so we can hang out there longer, or something in between, all those responses are appropriate responses to experiencing the glory of God. And God envelops all those guys up on the mountain that day in a cloud at one point, and then speaks out of the cloud and says, "This is my son, the beloved one. Listen to him." Listen to him, which tells us we don't have to have words to describe what we're experiencing sometimes. Sometimes we just need to close our mouths and listen and just be in the presence of God, and let that be what we have to say, is that we were overwhelmed by something beautiful. Hope to see you this Sunday. Put Ash Wednesday on your calendars too. That's next Wednesday, February the 18th. We'll have a 7 p.m. service with the imposition of ashes to start our journey of Lent, and we'll also be having an Ashes to Go time from 12 to 1 that day in our traffic circle. I hope you'll join us.